Well, you can't keep water molecules out of anything in the real world.
Hmm.
That's what's important. It's all very well to do something like this in laboratory conditions. Um, but out in the real world, there are water molecules everywhere. And I once heard someone describe water molecules as being brutal uh, because they're, they're constantly moving and they do break things down. So we think of bones as being, as dry as a bone. Well, there's nothing dry about bones whatsoever, and there's certainly nothing dry about bones that are still inside the body. So if a dinosaur gets buried, that is a very watery environment. And even if it dies in the desert and gets desiccated, there are still millions of gazillions of water molecules in sort of every microscopic volume you care to. Now, bones are not dry. They're full of organic matter, they're full of living cells, and they have tissue fluid flowing through them. So that's going to be there when a dinosaur is buried. Uh, how do they explain where all the water molecules went to? Uh, and you've got to look at things out in the real world. And biology is soft, squashy, watery sort of stuff. And there's no such thing as dry as a bone. They're very wet. Uh, and,
There's
even
also no such thing
mineral.
as, I was going to say,
Sorry.
there's also no such thing as dry soil. There's always water molecules because it's part of the structure of the minerals.
Yes.
And even all of these experiments, they are being done in an extremely controlled laboratory situation, right?
Mm.
It has to be, because you need to have things that are repeatable and testable. Your
Yeah.
problem
Yes.
then is
Yeah.
trying to translate
Mm.
a result from something in a controlled lab environment into
Mm.
something that is out in the real world. Okay. So even if you can show that you could make some collagen last for 1 million years, which by the way has never been done, right? Or even if you could show that it could last for 10 million years, which has never been done, and I don't think ever will be done, you still haven't got an immediate translation into, therefore we have an explanation for soft tissue in dinosaurs, okay? Because you have got so many outside contributing factors for what should be causing collagen to decay very quickly. In fact, you can measure the decay in biomolecules. You can
Mm.
actually, artificially age these under conditions that are similar to the real world, and they just fall apart. So,
Joe, can I just interrupt you a moment? Because I notice we have some new viewers who don't know you. Welcome, James and others. But you're sprouting on as if you know a little bit about this. So would you tell people what you're doing your study in terms of dinosaur bones, so they've got an idea of what your background is?